Hello everyone and welcome back to Two Bros Game Night. I am your host, Older Bro.
I'm your other host, Younger Bro.
And today we continue in the Gotham City Police Department, apparently.
Oh yeah, we're kind of still in the beginning of chapter 2. Oh, it's that guy.
Now, don't get me wrong, I'm always here for you, but this could land us both in hot water. I pulled all the strings I had with the lieutenant. This better not come back to bite us.
Look, I get that, Hart, okay? And it means a lot to me.
I know it does, Bruce. It doesn't make it any easier. The last time we brushed shoulders with Falcone, the press made us pay. At least tell me what this is about. Look, I'm all for blind support.
I'm not sure, but I think Falcone put a hit on my parents.
Wait, what? Bruce, that's terrible.
That's why I have to speak with him. I have to know for sure.
Bruce, I appreciate you opening up to me, but just try and keep it cool in there. I don't want any headlines taking away from my debate with Hill.
Gentlemen, we
Mr.
finally put
Golden.
Falcone in his cage. Now, thanks to the information you gave me, Bruce.
Tell me, did you
won't
play
ever get
that
out.
big blue engine
I'm
in
sorry.
Thomas?
Information? What information?
Oh, I assumed you knew. I was going to contact your office first thing.
I gave him some evidence against Falcone.
More like a catalog of his entire criminal empire. It's a case that'll put Falcone away for life.
Is that a fact?
It's the reason I said yes to this unorthodox request.
Nice job bringing in Falcone. Yeah, that son of a bitch better not get off again.
He's not getting off the hook, Renee. Not this time.
Mr. Wayne, Sergeant Rene Montoya. I just wanted to say, some of us police support you, despite what the media is saying.
Thanks, Sergeant.
Yeah, you can already tell that their eyes are kind of glossed over.
Yeah, and again, we have the
Falcone in the
settings back to
infirmary.
normal.
Yeah.
So it's like,
So
I think
if
the
you
game really...
increase the brightness,
I think the game really does want you to have it at that, like, near low setting where you can
He
barely
cares
see it.
about doing the
At,
right
like,
thing.
2.
Well, whoever he is behind that mask, I say Gotham's lucky to have him.
Yeah. It's great to know he's out there watching over the city.
That's probably the best. Yeah, that's probably the best you could have gotten out of that.
All
Yeah.
right, Falcone's inside. Just say what you gotta say. We'll be out here.
I'm guessing this is going to be recorded.
Hmm?
Normally, these rooms are recorded. So I'm presuming that there's going to be a recording of whatever goes on in here.
I'm not sure.
He's on a fucking operating table?
Yeah, he's
Holy
pretty
shit.
beat up. Like,
Children of Arkham.
The hell? Bruce Wayne? You must have some clout. My own wife can't get in to see me. Good thing I'll be out of here in a week. Just like every other time they tried to put me away.
We need to talk, Falcone.
You weren't so eager the last time we met. But then, I knew you'd come around. Especially after the press got their teeth into you. You're your father's son.
That's why
Yeah,
I'm here.
that's right. Tommy and I were close. More than friends. More like cousins.
Until you sent Joe Chill to kill him.
Ah, so that's what this is really about, eh? The pup digging up a 20-year-old killer.
2 killings, and they were never forgotten.
You and me, we're practically family. I thought you'd have figured that out by now. Hey, I tried to get through to your dense party. Maybe I should have spelled it out.
Convince me then. Tell me a story about our big, happy family.
There it is. Now I got you hooked.
I'm just
Your
doing what
father
Hart said and
Yeah.
just keeping it cool.
and me, we ran this city. Still do. God damn this pain. Can't think through it. Morphine's on the side there. Be a good boy and help Uncle Carmine out, huh?
Hurt him.
Really, you shouldn't do either of these things.
I think you stab him with it.
40 years I keep my veins clean of any of that gunk. But you never forget the tender kiss.
So he was on heroin.
So easy to give me the whole vial, wouldn't it? Enough there to put an old dog down forever. Of course, you'd never know the whole story.
That is the problem.
How much of your parents do you have in you? What kind of son did Thomas Wayne make?
I'm not a murderer.
No, you're not. That's why you were kept in the dark. Much better, kid. Thank you. Gesture like that reminds me of your mother. Your father may have been the doctor, but Martha, she had the human touch. Think you got more of her in you, tell the truth. Yeah. There's a kindness in you.
Well, I wouldn't know. You took her from me when I was 9 years old.
What, you really think I hired Chill?
Then who did?
Sure. I worked with Joe Chill from time to time. Put a button on someone, he'd take him out. But I never ordered that hit on your parents.
So who did?
You can't trust anyone in Gotham. Least of all those you call friend. Your parents learned that the hard way.
They're waiting for you in hell! The bastard had to die.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
What the
Hands in
fuck?
the air! Stand down! Get a doctor! Secure this floor! No one gets in or out!
Doctor! This man just shot in the forehead. You don't need a doctor, you need a fucking coroner. Like, who the hell's getting a fucking doctor for?
Yeah, if you say keep your mother out of your mouth, he'll be like, what? I got nothing but nice things to say.
Yeah.
Yeah, Falcone actually had a really good relationship with your
Yeah,
parents.
that's the thing. And to be fair,
We are in deep
Hill
shit.
could have been involved in this.
About
But
the same
the
time.
thing is, but hold on.
Not
But
much.
here's the thing.
Word's gonna get out, sooner or later.
It doesn't make sense for any of them.
She do something like
Hill,
this?
Falcone, and your
Like
father
Gotham's
had
biggest
an
crime
agreement,
lord
and
in
it
our
benefited
grasp.
all of them.
This close. We were this close.
I don't know. I hardly recognized her when she burst in. She was so different from the woman we met in the hall.
It's a disgrace. Another officer gone rogue.
Just doesn't make any sense. She'd never do anything to hurt the department.
Falcone's case meant justice for 1,000 unnamed victims. And now it is a PR disaster. How can I run against corruption when our own cops are redecorating the precinct with their prisoners' brains? Listen, we gotta get out in front of this. We gotta spin it as best we can. Issue a statement saying that we have the shooter in custody. Details are still coming in and that we're investigating. The usual.
Slow down, Harvey. We need the facts first.
The simple fact is she walked in and shot him.
Then we need the complex facts, like how and why.
Lieutenant, Mr. District Attorney, Falcone's lawyers are here.
Oh, Christ. I can delay them for a little while, but we still need answers.
Tell me if she says anything. I have to know why she did this.
Alfred.
Yeah, this gets
Falcone's
really
been
interesting.
murdered.
You would think it would be Scarecrow from all this. But
Yeah,
again,
that's
he
what I'm
is not
saying.
in the
It's
game.
So here's the thing. It's so set up for him. The fucking chemicals in the warehouse
Alfred, I'm
would
gonna try to
fit with his
confirm some
MO of
suspicions.
stealing those to make his shit. The fucking stuff on her face would fit with him. It's like, who the fuck is it?
It's a new villain. A completely new fucking villain, and I hate who it is.
It's still visible beneath her skin. Fresh injection site. That doesn't look like blood. Alfred, I think I found the substance. Analyze and forward me the result.
course. I'll be in touch as soon as I have the results.
Yeah, she got injected with whatever the chemical is.
Where am I? Mr. Wayne? What's going on? Oh, but I got this awful feeling something terrible happened.
It's not good, Sergeant. You shot Falcone.
I did what? No. God, it's true.
I believe you were drugged, Sergeant.
It would explain a lot. Listen, you have to believe me. I talk big about hurting thugs like Falcone, but I would never, never betray the lieutenant. Everything is so foggy. I remember a sharp pain.
There's an injection site on your neck.
Then I just felt light, like I could do whatever I wanted. No guilt, no consequence. There was a voice in my ear insisting Falcone was gonna get off. And all I knew was that I had to stop that.
See,
Because again, like, this sounds like Scarecrow.
it does!
The reason
So,
why
here's the thing. I could also
were a
see this
million
partially
miles
being
away.
Penguin.
Did-
I can
did you see
imagine
a
him being
face? Did
involved
you
in the
ID a
sense that he doesn't want
suspect?
Falcone to come back.
I don't think so.
But it doesn't
You must remember
it doesn't
some
fit his
details.
MO. So it's like,
I remember a hand on my arm, guiding me like a parent with a child. The voice, it was saying something about revolution.
yeah, and see, so this leads you to think
Similar.
that it's Penguin. But what's probably happening is Penguin
I'm
is
so sorry, Lieutenant. I'm
being
letting
controlled
down.
by the same guy.
We stalled
Or is in
Falcone's
league
lawyers
with the
for
same
now,
guy.
But they'll be back. So how is she? Did she tell you anything?
Yeah, hey, don't worry about that now.
I found evidence that she was drugged. A fresh injection site on her neck.
I was out of my mind, Lieutenant. Please believe me.
Hey, I do. Of course I do. Hey, get forensics in here. Now!
She remembers a voice saying something about revolution.
That's not much to go on.
It is
Now,
for
if
me.
you're bringing forensics in, let's get Bruce out.
Alfred, I gotta get back to the manor. I've got a lead on whoever's behind this.
Bruce,
Oh.
what are you doing here? My friends in the GCPD have been telling stories about some kind of lockdown.
Sorry, Vicky, I can't talk to the press.
Your lips are moving, words are coming out.
You know what I mean.
Word is there were
Again,
shots
I
fired
would have loved
near
this
where Falcone
relationship
was
if you
being
could go down a route with
Know anything about
Vicky
that?
Vale and Selena
I
Kyle.
mean, you must
It
have
would
been
have been
back there when
great.
it happened.
Where did you get that?
So it's true?
No, I didn't say that.
Word is you turned over enough dirt on Falcone to put him in Blackgate prison for life. A day after he showed up at your house. And now you're here. You can't afford to be associated with another scandal.
I
I
agree.
can keep your name out of whatever we print, but you need to give me something I can use. Who fired the shots? A cop? I can tell by the way you're brushing me off that something happened. Just give me something to run with.
You're fishing. You don't have anything. Now if you'll excuse me.
You should talk to me, Bruce. This is coming out whether you stonewall me or not.
Like, I did not want to put
Yeah, it's
pressure on someone else.
that's the thing, is that Bruce Wayne has a close relationship with Harvey and with Commissioner Gordon, who's currently not Commissioner Gordon, Lieutenant Gordon. And it's not... Bruce knows this is going to come out, but he shouldn't be the one to tell it.
Either Cobblepot drugged Montoya himself or someone else is using his revolutionary rhetoric. Either way, I need to find him. Let's put our drones in the air and start a search. I'll run a trace on his cell. In the meantime, we have to find out what we can do about this drug.
The computer's been analyzing the chemicals from Montoya's bloodstream.
Throw that up on the monitor.
Yeah, guys, when I first played this game, I thought for sure it was going to be Scarecrow.
Cause it makes so much
I
sense.
know!
Let's see what we got.
Instead, they made a new character. That's not a joke.
At the hands of someone drugged with his chemicals. Who'd have guessed that's how he'd meet his maker? Prone in his sickbed, surrounded by police who were ordered to protect him.
Murder at the hands of Montoya. That's not justice.
Whoever did this was judge, jury, and executioner. No one should act as all three. I hope he told you something before he was killed. What did you learn from him?
Practically family, he said.
Family? Funny, I don't recall any Sunday dinners with the mob.
It wasn't Falcone who called the hit.
Yes, well, I suppose that makes sense. Your father, Hill, and Falcone would have balanced each other out.
Computers pinpointed reference.
So that means it can't be
compounds.
Yeah, that's
Hill
the point.
either, or it shouldn't be.
That's the point. Is Hill wasn't always corrupt, or at least he wasn't always this corrupt. The thing was that Hill,
base chemicals. The reaction was
Hill handled the politics,
messy. They were out of control.
Falcone handled the mob, and Wayne handled the
endorsement.
Yeah, he endorsed it, but he
was
also
the
kept them
face.
in line. It was
Refined drugs
so
like a weapon.
Hill has been even
only
more
took a
corrupt
small
without
injection
Thomas
to strip
Wayne, and
Montoya
Falcone
of
has been
moral
even
filters
more
and make her
Monster.
act on her base
has been
impulses.
even more of a gangster and mob boss than normal. So it's like
Both
things are not on the
confidence
down
seemed
low anymore. They're
stable,
right in your
quick to
face.
fall apart. Whoever processed it knew what they were doing.
What could the creators of such a drug possibly have in mind? Fighting your wars is one thing, but drugging others to fight them for you?
With this drug, they can exploit anyone's baser impulses, the things they would otherwise control.
Your drones are in position to triangulate Cobblepot's location.
I love this. This is pretty cool.
I feel like it's not really triangulation if you're just scanning an entire sector.
Find her now! Send a strong message.
If I was a signal, where would I be? Oh, I'd be over here.
Bring me her head.
Yeah, I'm wondering what Bruce Wayne is thinking, hearing all this, bring me her head and stuff like
Probably
that. from
Montoya
Oz.
at this point.
There go, you go. You'll be alright. Alright.
Hold on. That's not triangulation.
No, it's not.
That's like, what the fuck? Yes, we'll triangulate his signal by having a not having a triangle.
Jesus, didn't even wait for Falcone's body to get cold, did you, Oz?
They should have said, let's pinpoint his location. It would
Yeah.
have made more sense.
Bruce Wayne already tried talking.
But
to Cobblepot.
triangulate?
It's time he met the Batman.
Yeah, this is the weird situation with Batman. Is he's now removed Falcone, which wasn't even the person he wanted to remove necessarily. They're not the person he needed to remove. But
Come on, I know there's gotta be more around here.
How do they not see his hand?
good question.
If Falcone finds out I helped you, he'll kill me. My boss won't be doing much of anything. Ever again.
What was I saying? He got rid of Falcone, which it wasn't really his goal. Like, he wanted Falcone gone, but that's not really the point. But
You lot, come check out this office.
now he's got to deal with the Penguin.
We're in. You can help me.
I don't remember who that great guy is.
Batman! It's about time. You kill a crime boss, you'd expect a word of thanks from Gotham's #1 vigilante. Oh, don't worry, I'll pass your gratitude on to those who made it happen.
You used an innocent cop to do your dirty work. I know how you've been using the drugs you stole at the docks. Where are they?
Is this about Falcone? We all saw how you felt about Falcone. Pounded him into a pulp on live TV. If you were truly the defender of this city, you'd have finished the job yourself. Admit it, Falcone deserved to die. Vermin like Falcone, they deserve to be stomped out.
Falcone had it coming, but that doesn't mean you're off the hook.
There we go. That wasn't so hard to admit, was it? Must be a relief to get that stick out of your arse every now and then. As a show
I
of
do
good
love
faith,
this version of
I'm
Penguin.
gonna
It's
let
great.
this one go. How's about we talk this through? We helped you with Falcone. Now, if we could just cut out the rest
See,
of the rot,
this is
like Wayne and Hill.
this is the situation.
What is it about this place that attracts criminal scum like you? What does Bruce Wayne have to do with this?
Pretty boy's got himself a fat bank account, thanks to his parents. Only problem is, they took that money from people that couldn't fight back. Here's the thing, I actually admire you, Batman. We both want the same kinds of things. Me and my people, we've got big
That's the thing, is
plans for
he
Gotham.
sees it as Batman doesn't kill, so he'll kill for Batman.
In a way.
That's like,
They found Catwoman.
What do you want with her?
We had a deal, she didn't make good on it. So sorry this didn't work out, mate. I'd stay to watch, I would, but I still got a Catwoman problem to deal with. Oh, what's her name again?
Selina.
Yes! Oh, beautiful name.
Yeah, I have no idea
Even
who this
perfect.
is. I thought he was Bane at
I
first.
think he's just a guy. Like I think that this is what happens with those chemicals if you get way more of them.
Gonna have to try harder than this.
Like I don't think he is a supervillain or anything, any named person. I think he's just a person who's had way too much chemical put in him.
Probably. I can't feel any of this.
Yeah. Oh, I was only here about 6 hours ago.
Alfred, track down Selina Kyle.
I'll find her right away.
She's in danger.
You're in danger.
Yeah, outside of my issues with the situation with Alfred, it's
been a really interesting story.
yeah. That's the thing. It is an interesting take. It is an interesting story. I have my problems with it, but
No capes.
I like that.
Because no capes.
Well, I was gonna say because he could just be a stage magician or something. Like it's just like yeah, no capes. It's like yeah, I'm not liking the cape either.
They bring back his bar in the next game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm stuck on your collision, ma'am.
A new twist in the race for the mayor's office as Harvey Dent backer Bruce Wayne comes under fire for alleged corruption. Joining me live is Mayor Hamilton Hill. Mr. Mayor, you said earlier today that in light of the allegations against him, Bruce Wayne should distance himself from Dent, but that was unlikely to happen. Why?
He strikes me as, well, a jealous sort. Very possessive of his toys.
Better keep a low profile.
Keep a low profile. You're the richest man in town. You're the richest man in the state. Maybe the country.
tunes for drinking, dancing, and fighting. Not necessarily in that order.
It reminds me of music from Barnyard.
Yeah.
Same kind of music from their jukebox.
Cops raided his house.
You lost? Because I don't have time for tourists. Looks like you walked into the wrong bar.
Do you know Selena Kyle? There are men after her.
Uh-huh. When aren't there?
Well, these ones are trying to kill her.
When aren't
Hey.
they?
Don't I know you? It is you. Knew it. The cops take all your fancy clothes? Are you trying to lay low? Of course, you're not really the low-lying type.
Nice to meet you.
Frank. Yeah. Funny seeing you here. So much in the papers. Whole other thing, meeting the man in real life. You're shorter than I thought you would be.
Leave him alone, Frank. Man's just trying to have a quiet drink.
You didn't seem to mind the company.
That's good. That's a good thing.
Yeah.
Selena, I need to tell you something important.
Better be an apology. You were supposed to take care of our mutual problem.
Yeah, well,
Instead,
by
you
the
just
time I
pissed him
got
off.
there.
Well, I've met a couple of his goons myself. Your client isn't one for subtlety. The man who hired you, his name is Oswald Cobblepot.
Never heard of him.
He goes by Penguin.
Penguin?
Now I've heard of him.
You've got to be kidding me. You should have just killed me on that
I'm not
rooftop.
even sure
You
if they.
should have just killed me on the rooftop.
When you
Oh.
screw
I'm
someone
not even
over,
sure
you're really
if we
screwed.
ever hear why he is named Penguin.
Good question.
Penguin can't take on both of us, and I'm not going anywhere. Clearly you know something about him.
I only know him by reputation. I'm surprised you never heard of him. He's a big deal across the pond. He's more dangerous than you think.
I grew up with Oz. He's the first real friend I ever had.
I'm not surprised. Questionable morals and a penchant for theatrics. You two have a lot in common.
That's the problem. They
The
do.
question is, why Gotham? Why now? It's not like he's hurting for crime syndicates abroad. Why leave that?
He thinks he's changing the world for the better, no matter the cost.
Well, he's no Joan of Arc, that's for sure. Well, I'm not sticking around here to find out.
Oswald, Penguin is about to unleash God knows what on the city. You can't just leave.
A good reason not to be here when he does. You want to stay? That's your choice.
If Penguin is everything you say, there's no tree high enough for you to climb. He will find you.
So what are you suggesting? The bat helps the cat?
And the cat helps the bat.
Bruce, sweetie, the gallant knight thing, it really is adorable. But what would Harvey think? The two of us, working together? After
He
all,
doesn't know I'm Batman.
I'm not really an all work and no play kind of girl.
Yeah.
Harvey knows that.
You and Harvey, it's pretty clear you aren't just friends.
Please, I'm just toying with him. I only take my claws out for someone special. You and
Fucking hell. Well, I think our friends arrived.
This is a good scene.
Well, Bruce, you were right.
Selena Kyle, Penguin says hello.
They're gonna change the music to beat up music.
Beat it. We're here for her. You care about your own skin?
Gentlemen, please, sit. Have a drink. Let's work this out like civilized people.
We're done talking.
They're just like, what the fuck do we do?
Yeah, he's weak.
Yep. Ooh. Bum rush. Good start. They all stood up. Well, I guess not those guys.
Damn. It's decent fighting music, I suppose.
Yeah.
Oh, he got
Could be
back
better.
there.
Cool stick. Yeah. This feels like John Wick.
Almost. Except we're not killing them.
Yeah.
Looks
Sorry,
like they
this
want
feels
more.
like Lycor's recoil.
Then let's give it to him.
Good.
Yeah. Okay, that pool stick was way too long.
I like how he's using them like batons, like Nightwing would.
Yep. I mean, where do you think Nightwing learned this?
Damn.
Woo!
Didn't even
Pretty
get
good.
touched, man.
For such a pretty boy.
My reaction time's getting better. Hello, penguin.
So here's the question.
Come on, this way.
I'd love to. Okay, I'd love to see a universe where, in the Batman, like in one of the Batman universes, where Robin actually is his kid.
He has a.
Let's check the other
There
side.
is one iteration of Robin / Nightwing that is his kid, and that's Damian Wayne.
Well, no, Damian Wayne's also not technically his kid. Well, it's sort of his kid. It's the same kind of way that
It's his
that
kid, but he
Superboy
wasn't there
is-
for him.
Yeah, it's like, well, I'm saying it's kind of in the same way that Superboy is Superman's kid. It's like there's some weird shit going on in the background that's it isn't that he got pregnant with Ra's al Ghul's daughter
I'll take
by
the
having
rooftops.
normal
You'll
sex
take
with
me out.
her. It was a weird situation.
Just
Stay out of trouble.
That's
Now, where's the fun in that?
yeah.
You shouldn't trust me, you know.
I shouldn't trust anyone right now.
I love her grapple. Like she just
Alfred,
slides
I'm
on the
uploading
side of
contents of a smartphone to the back computer. Check to see if there's
objects.
anything on the phone we can use.
Processing it now. Is everything all right? There are quite a few police cars convening on your location.
It's fine. Has the back computer found anything yet?
Bruce, there are a number of messages here. All from Mayor Hill.
Mayor Hill?
The last voicemail is his. Listen to this.
I gave you everything I have on Wayne. I've held up my end of the bargain, and I expect you to do the same.
This is very shady indeed. Whatever they're talking about, it doesn't sound good.
So Hill is involved. He's just
Yes.
not. He's not in charge of everything.
No.
If Hill's talking to
And neither is
Penguin, he
Penguin, it
must
sounds
know
like.
something. It's time I paid him a visit.
I agree. The mayor must have answers, but if I may offer a word of advice.
Yes, father.
People look up to Batman after how you handled Falcone. Terrorizing the mayor could damage that goodwill. Then again, Batman's methods would certainly get him talking immediately. Bruce would have to depend on his guile to loosen Hill's lips.
So I feel like the easy route is to visit Mayor Hill's Batman, but the thing that if you want Batman to be the symbol, then you go as Bruce Wayne.
I usually go as Bruce Wayne. It
Yeah.
works out. Alright.
Going as
Game?
Bruce is the smart choice.
Did his car just leave?
Yeah, you think he'd hop right in or something? Yeah, his car just went past him. Alfred, I mowned the last block.
Yeah, you skipped my block, Alfred.
Alfred, get the fuck back here.
Okay, guys, that's gonna be it for this episode. We'll come back next time with even more of Batman: The Telltale Series.
You may have tried to leave my dad, but you're not leaving me.
Fucking hell. The future is very uncertain. What is certain is you guys are awesome, and there'll be more Two Bros Game Night tomorrow. See you then.
Goodbye.